We're live. Oh my god, we're live. After dark. After
dark. You know, after bark. After dark. After dark. It's a delay from Discord that makes everything so.
I had to stop because Argo's giving callouts. They're practicing for the Papa Barks Fortnite tournament tomorrow.
Oh my god, Argo's calling out another furry. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, not yet.
Tell
He's gonna be
him
tomorrow though.
To hit the gritty while drinking a chug jug.
Jesus.
Do it.
No.
I want him to cringe right now.
Busy.
Do it.
I don't want to bother him.
I don't tell him, Argo.
No.
What the hell?
Oh,
did I just read in chat?
They're right. That's the crazy part. It is in fact
It's
day.
real. I haven't seen that at all day. Now, granted, I did work kind of hard today.
Tomorrow's mustard day.
Ooh, I don't.
Yeah.
You know, standard mustard's kind of mid, but you know the Dijon mustard. And mustard
Well, whoa.
All right, everybody, welcome on into the After Bark. This is the Bark Meows After Bark live stream. You know it. If you haven't attended before, we just yap and chat with all of you here, lovely community members, subscribers of ours, and I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself as Solid Wolf. We've never introduced ourselves. Hi, I'm Solid.
We assume if they're here for the After Bark, they know who they are.
And to my left is this very nice gentleman.
Oh, are they to my left?
I was gonna call you
or...
a bitch. My left on screen is you.
The joke was you're not talking about me because I'm not lovely.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what? I can prove you're lovely, but let's do the read off really quick. Welcome on in, Grey Old Fox. We got Plushy Speaks, Quint the Fishing Wolf. We've got Gam again. Oh, whoa. We've got Key. We've got Shine Mort. We got Bogey or Lansbick. Landonian, Quaddle, Alistair the Hyena, and Nacaps Panther. Oh, welcome on in, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
I thought that was a different colored broom, but I'm pretty sure that's a duster.
That's a plunger.
It's a plunger. Wait,
I think it's a plunger.
It could be a plunger. That's wild. We need Timothy Toilet on our stream.
Timothy Toilet? That's our editor.
Timothy Toilet.
God. How we all doing? Hopefully we're all doing well. There was something I was gonna say, and I forgot it. Oh, there was a new Rivals 2 showcase today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but
oh man, I can bring that up too.
Who cares about the new character, right? Because
I don't even know.
Wait, it's some
I
dinosaur.
don't follow Rivals at all. Period.
But I need you guys to see. Natalie's already seen.
So I was waiting for you to do that, but I need to see it in Discord.
Oh, I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Oh, you're gonna put it on the screen?
It's not the new character I'm putting on the screen. I'm fangirling over new fleet art. Look at this. It's so cute. Art. She's doing the finger thing.
Piano.
It's so cute. I need a piano. This is I will be not normal about this for weeks. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Baka.
I love it. Baka. I love it so much. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put that away.
All right. Also, Okian Munja, thank you for stopping on in. We got Carl Len as well, Natalie Nightshade. It's all the new people I've seen so far. If I miss your name, yell at me. But I believe I've called everybody else so far. I'm doing call outs too. Fuck you.
Oh
Oreo.
my god. Everyone's doing call outs.
Oh shit. Speaking of, really quick, I was gonna talk a little bit about just before the stream. I was gonna say something about like the lore when it came to because the recording happened before the bathtub clip happened.
It did, because that was the night I was supposed to do the cooking stream, and then we found out my laundry room / kitchen is a Wi-Fi dead zone.
Yep.
So the cooking stream didn't happen Tuesday. I did all that prep for not nothing, but we ended early so that I could get that all ready. And then the last thing I discovered was the connection. Sorry to interrupt. I promise I'll let you continue your thing. But And so I had to go out and get some cords and some adapters, and we did the cooking stream Thursday, and it turned out really good. The potatoes were kind of lumpy, but other than that, the food was good. Food was gas. Anyway, back to your thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about a little bit too, just how over-encompassing this week has been. Honestly, a pretty successful week.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. That was a funny clip I saw it on Booski. Yeah,
I did post it on Booski.
It was really funny. So context, if you haven't seen it, Misha was playing TCG Simulator. At some point in time, I was designated as one of his workers, like one of your first streams.
I think
called myself one of the cashiers.
Yeah, I think you called me during stream.
I called you one time and yeah, I definitely role played a little bit.
You did
on one of your streams. The little bit of role play as one of his workers. So we recorded Bark Meow on Tuesday. After that, I take Tuesdays off. I'm doing a new stream schedule, Tuesday, Thursdays off. And Misha was doing his stream. He was supposed to do that cooking stream, like you said, and it did not work because of the Wi-Fi issues. So you went and did like TCG Simulator.
Yeah,
Simulate more.
I chatted for a little bit, and then chat was like, "We could play TCG Card Shop," and I was like, "You know what? Sure."
So I ended up. I knew you were streaming, and I was like, "You know what? Hot bath sounds great." And that's my guilty pleasure, chat. That is like one of my super like go-to relaxation things is just go take a hot bath.
That's
sit in a hot bath. And I'm not gonna lie though, I'm that dude that I absolutely sit there on my phone and scroll TikTok and shit.
Oh, same. That's the most innocent guilty pleasure I've ever heard. Guilty pleasures are supposed to be like bad for you, or like things you're not supposed to do.
There are people that do not like baths because you're essentially like, oh, you're stewing in your own filth. I don't give a fuck. I like my hot baths, chat. So I'm sitting there in my hot bath and playing around on TikTok or whatever. And then a direct Discord call comes in from Misha. And I immediately swipe left on it, like to make the notification go away. And I'm like, because I didn't decline it. I was just like, I'm gonna swipe it away.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, I'm in the tub. I shouldn't answer this. And then immediately after I swiped away, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should. On the very odd chance here that Misha has ended stream and is calling me because something tragic is happening. Low percent chance of that. High percent is I answer and I make this really funny. So that's definitely what I wanted to do. And of course I answer. I say I keep muting myself because I'm not sure how good my like phone audio picks stuff up, and I didn't want to deal with like echoing and shit.
It was perfect. It felt just like a manager actually calling one of his employees, because it was like, sup, and I was like, dude, this is good.
It was sup, and you're just like, hey, I know it's your day off. Blah 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 blah.
Things are busy at the card shop.
I need you to come in, and I'm just like. I love how I did the Midwest thing where I'm like, yeah, no.
It
was so quick. It's like, yeah, no. So I'm in a hot bath right now.
Yeah, because
you're what? And this is like, you said you're not a lovely person, and I even told you this. Like, there's two ways this goes. Is you either keep role playing the part as a terrible manager, and you double down on telling me to get to work. Or you do what you did was go full friend mode, and you were just like apologetic and so sweet, and it was cute. But yeah, you went full friend mode, and we're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you have a good bath, man. Bye."
Yeah, because
and I hit you with the "love you, babe."
Yeah, you
love
did.
you, babe.
As soon as you were like, "I'm in the hot bath," I was like, "Fuck, that's right. He said it was his day off. I don't want to bother him anymore." Like. I wouldn't want someone bothering me with stream jokes if I was in the hot bath. I also feel like it's important to mention that we did talk about having you like just chatting with me on stream a little bit before stream,
right.
Which is why I called you. Because I was walking around the card shop and I was just like, should I call Solace? I kind of want to call Solace. And my chat's like, yeah, call Solace, yeah. Then I called you and chaos ensued.
The most famous clip ever was no.
It is a pretty good clip.
It's really funny. But so on my side, the thing is my side, when I end the call, I actually end the call. On my side, I heard you say I think you said like love you too.
I did.
But I actually ended it a little bit too quickly, and I caught love you, and then just cut. And then I missed all of your laughing. So I immediately on my phone, I pulled up Twitch, hopped in.
Oh my god.
And you're still like kind of losing it at that point. You're a little bit more recovered though. You're kind of like back in the game. But somebody posted a clip, so then I watched the clip, and then I fucking lost my shit, like, because I missed all of your laughing. Your full on like breakdown laughing was so great.
I was just like, whoops. Found the worst time to call somebody.
It's not the worst time, and that's why I told you, like, in DMs, was like, if I did, like, if I was doing something important, I wouldn't answer. Like, I'm not gonna answer. And that's the thing, is like, it's been spoken, like, yeah, if we're having like, or if you have a moment or something comes up and you're like, this could be really funny, like, it never hurts to call, because I'm either just gonna decline it or we're just gonna go see what happens. Because I'm not like, it's content, and I get it. I've been in this game for over 10 years now, and it's really hard to bother me anyways. And when you have moments like that, like, I'm gonna remember that for so long. That was so damn funny.
Same.
And to have that makes that so much better. You're not gonna be calling me every single day, you know.
I think I submitted that in the clips channel. Let me double check, because
you haven't.
That has to go in the highlight video.
Freaking hilarious. That's so funny.
Oh, yep, there it is.
Nice. Oh, you put it in the Papa Barks clip?
I did.
That's great. Oh man. But yeah, so that was really funny. I had to talk about that. But speaking of all these things that are going on, so I wonder if this is happening. Let me see. So slightly disappointingly.
Oh
yeah. Have you heard of Markiplier being accused of AI shit?
Yes.
Okay, so I actually did a little breaking news on my TikTok about it, because he posted a TikTok, and it's been a long time ago.
Did see that? Yeah, he downloaded TikTok just to like make that one.
Yes. So he is supposedly streaming tonight, where he's going to showcase with receipts that he doesn't use AI to make his I think it's more so talking about, like, people are trying to claim he uses AI in like Photoshop and stuff, or like does it for his thumbnails and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I've never like thought he would ever do that. So like that doesn't make sense. His brother's an artist, like he wouldn't do that.
Exactly, yeah.
But he is way too comfortable with using ChatGPT.
Yes.
And that is disappointing to see, especially because you get the same out of just using Google, if not better results.
Yep.
Than ChatGPT. If you ignore your little AI post at the top of every fucking Google search now.
Honestly.
And he knows that ChatGPT is not going to necessarily give him any sort of useful information. I know he uses it more in a satirical manner, but you're still contributing to the daily use of something that, if you keep doing, will keep being normalized. And if it becomes normalized, like when I bought my new phone before Anthrocon, it has AI Gemini built into it, and I can't disable it. I can't stop it.
Yeah, well, it's like Apple's trying to do the Apple Intelligence thing, so I'm not far behind.
They're all pushing. Oh, you're gonna head off. I don't know if you missed it, but have a good one, Grail Fox, and enjoy your weekend. But yes, I haven't heard this. Must be way out of the loop. I know I've heard about it, and he does it more so on the Distractable podcast with Bob and Wade.
Yes,
I've seen the clips, and it is just disheartening to see, because it's like, man, just don't use it. Hell, he did a video with Ethan where I forgot they were trying foods or something, and again, based around, I think it was foods, and it was based around like his food allergy, like the peanut allergy and stuff again. And he pulled up ChatGPT, and Ethan kind of gave him some bombastic side eye on it. He hit him with the Mark, like,
Oh, really?
and he tried to hit him with a little bit like, you know, like, why are you using that, like the whole like detriment to the planet and resources thing.
Yeah.
And then Mark kind of defended a little bit, and then Ethan backed down.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna. I will say, out of all the things, if Misha, if you start using ChatGPT, it's not gonna ruin our friendship. I am gonna think less of you.
Yeah, no, and I wouldn't blame you.
And that's kind of like, I think how Ethan was kind of like, ugh. I'm not gonna ruin this thing I have with Mark, who helped me have everything that I have now. You know, it's a good friendship and stuff. So there are certain things that, yes, I will remove friendships over. Like we were talking about on the episode where there's TikToks. I've did 2 today. Blocked 2 accounts that were doing the whole baby fur bullshit.
Hell yeah.
It's on site. If you're stupid enough to make a take like that, I don't need to talk to you. I won't know you, so if I see you at a con, I probably won't know it's you. But you're not gonna see my TikToks though.
Well, it's like we talked about in the episode. Like, that sort of shit is directly contributing to the censorship shit we're seeing today. Where it's like you don't get to sit there and say, oh, only certain types of queer or kink representation are okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it's legal and it's consenting adults, then don't buck into it.
Exactly.
They're not saying you don't have to find it weird. You can find it as weird as you want. I find it weird. I find a lot of things weird, but like, that doesn't mean I'm gonna tell somebody they can't.
Oh my god, he is.
That doesn't mean they can't. I'm gonna tell somebody they can't do something.
Right. As long as it's not illegal.
Yeah, I do hope that.
So I even struggle with telling friends, like, when it comes to hard drugs. Like, I'll even still say, like, obviously, like, hey, don't do meth. You shouldn't do that. I really don't want that. But they're also an adult, and I can't like stop them from doing that.
Exactly.
Either.
My thing with that is, like, don't do it around me, and don't ever try and include me in it, because I am zero interest. If you ask me,
I will find my way out of that situation so quick.
Yeah. If you ask me, if you're like, hey, do you want to do this? And I say no, and you're like, oh, okay, that's fine. Unless you start doing it, then I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. But, you know, I will remove myself from that situation because I don't want to be there. I'm not going to sit there and expect everyone else in the room to accommodate for me. Right. And it's literally that simple.
Right. And so obviously the consumption of drugs like that is damaging to yourself, which is a little bit different than the other stuff we were talking about that is illegal. Because that requires abuse to be taken and happen for more to be created. So the big thing about all that, I just back to, I guess we're going to talk about Mark really quick. You know, Mark having a wake-up call. So it'll be interesting to see if he A, does have the time to stream tonight. B, I see him pretty quickly being able to shove away the Photoshop stuff, which is fine. That's great.
Yeah.
I do hope chat and people kind of really lay into him about ChatGPT though, because I know for a fact that he has at least once paid for ChatGPT Premium, which means you've actually paid more money towards an awful thing.
Oh, God.
So it'd be really good to see that not happen and to see him just stay away from it. Because at the end of the TikTok, he's like, you want to talk about damaging the environment stuff? Why do you think I'm not on Twitter anymore? That's great, Mark. And I know we can't all be perfect, but also you don't literally ChatGPT is something you don't need in your life.
Yeah.
So just don't.
Yeah. It's
you're like going out of your way.
Like, I don't think he's using it maliciously. I just genuinely think he doesn't know. And if after this stream that he does where people inform him of everything, he doesn't change his opinion on it, then it might be a bit of an issue. But I also am in agreement, there we go, that I don't think he's using like generative AI or any of that. But the fact that he's using it at all is a bit of an issue.
No. He's been kind of like one of the brightest stars out of all of the. When I say brightest stars, not like figuratively, like literally. He's no. The point being though is like, I can't think. of too much drama he's been involved in. Really, any? It's a couple of associations where he's had to cut ties with people and stuff, but
Yeah, I don't think he's.
and I mean, a lot of what I know of is it's stuff that if it is stuff, it's more personal beefy stuff, which is again not call outable.
Yeah.
I mean, if you find out that he's just the worst person to Bob and Wade, and the only reason why they're sticking around is to get that bag, I mean, that's kind of one thing you can have a little bit of a conversation about, but because it's more like coworker abuse and stuff like that, and friend abuse. But if it's like, oh, this one time he snubbed me, like that's like, okay, that's not cool.
Yeah.
But where's nuance, where's context? You know, have a million positive interactions and he has one bad interaction with one person, you know, it's kind of one of those things where you can't be perfect.
Yeah.
Catch you at a bad day, bad moment in travel. I'm not going to make excuses really, but which I am doing. No, but it's the point of that. I haven't heard anything crazy except for this. This would be realistically the biggest thing. And he can't. I hope he doesn't try to make the argument of I'm not promoting it, I just use it personally. When you have the platform that you have and you use something like that, and people know about it, people will also use it because you use it. It's the concept of influence.
That's exactly why I won't play Black Ops 6 Zombies or any of that on stream, because Activision used AI in one of their Zombies promotions. They've used it a couple times.
I remember that. Actually, I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, I when it debuted earlier this year, I played it for like a week straight. I was really into it. Is that it was called Fragpunk. And then it came out to find out that not only were they using generative AI for images, but for some of their paid skins for the guns.
Oh God.
Yeah. So as soon as I found out about that, I immediately uninstalled it. I had put in like 1 week, I put like 20 hours into it or something like that. Like I was playing it hard. I was having a lot of fun with it, but there are certain things that I really don't let get pushed too far. So it's one of those things where I hope Mark doesn't make that excuse. I hope Mark kind of realizes, yo, it's just not worth keeping ChatGPT in your life and to just cut it out. And if not, I will think lesser of him.
Yeah, because like,
not that he gives a single fuck. But...
Oh yeah, I hate the argument of like, oh, just because I'm using it doesn't mean I'm promoting it. If you're using it to an audience, you are promoting it. Like, unless it's like a product review and at the end of the video you're like, this product is hot ass, don't buy it. Like, because yeah, like I was saying, that's the reason I won't play Black Ops 6 on stream. I've wanted to play Zombies on stream a couple times, but the fact that they use AI, I'm not going to promote that to my audience. There was a game we were talking about recently. I think we were talking about it on the cooking stream, and as soon as it was brought up that like the game might use AI, I was like, nope, I'm not showing that to you guys. And it was a game that's not good, like objectively a bad game, and one of those games we would hee hee ha ha laugh at. But I was just like, I'm not gonna play that for you guys because I'm not gonna promote that. Yeah,
we're not gonna give it any sort of, because even speaking of it can bring out like people to become interested in views. It's the concept of any publicity is better than no publicity. Yeah. So even mentioning it can be damaging, and also to what is our view of it. You know what I mean? Harry Potter game. Yeah. God. The issue with Harry Potter is I agree that people can have their like, they've made Harry Potter fandom could take Harry Potter for what they want it to be, right? Yeah. And make it ethical and make it chill. But they have to do that, and they have to disclude and denounce J.K. Rowling over it.
Well, I also don't think you can consume any of the new stuff coming out or sail the seven seas if you're gonna. If
you're always allowed to yar har 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 seize,
well,
booty plundering.
Technically, no, you're not, but yes, you are.
I mean,
no, I get what
not,
but
there's
you're gonna.
Let's say you can be resourceful about consuming media that you shouldn't help get views and or monetization.
Yeah, it's like,
yes.
One of the examples I saw was like with Hulk Hogan passing away. You can recognize that he was a big he was somebody you grew up watching and you loved seeing him on the screen. You can also acknowledge that he was an absolute shitbag of a person when he passed. Like, you can do both things. You can go, I had really good memories of that growing up, and still not support that, you know? I saw Plushie... Well, I was going to say, I saw Plushie and Quint both mention that they themselves or knew people who used AI once or like early on, and in my opinion, that's fine. It's the fact that they stopped once they realized what they were doing. I'm never going to get mad at somebody for doing something out of ignorance. It's once you tell them what they're doing and they keep doing it, that's when the issue arises. Because there were a bunch of people that used that your persona does not exist thing, where it was like constantly switching through pictures of personas that didn't exist. It was like slowly blending all together. If I remember correctly, that was AI, and that was very early on. I will say that unfortunately people buying into that and stuff like that, you know, the Will Smith eating spaghetti thing where that looked god awful, all of that led to where we are today because people were buying into that as a joke and were using the hell out of it, and it learned. So unfortunately, it did contribute to AI getting better to the point where it's very hard to distinguish what's real and what's not. But I'm never going to fault somebody for trying something out if they didn't know anything about it and then being told afterwards and going, oh, well, I'm not going to use that anymore. Because we've all done things we're not supposed to, and then if somebody informs us, hey, that's bad, then it's like, okay.
That is, such a running theme on this podcast of, like, you can objectively do bad things. It's when you learn about them being bad things, you have to stop doing those bad things and also, like, denounce it. When it was a curiosity towards it. And I'm never gonna, like you said, how many little AI mishmash generators are out there where it's like the fuse Pokemon, choose 2 Pokemon, will fuse and make a new Pokemon. Technically that's AI generation. It's more algorithmic.
You know what's crazy about that one? It wasn't, and then they swapped to using AI, and that pissed so many people off because, you know, rightfully so. Because
there is a fine line between like algorithmic, like machine, like coding, and then also AI. Yeah, it is a fine line. What was I gonna say? God, my brain, the ADHD is awesome. There was something I was gonna say. Somebody brought it up in chat, and I thought about it, and I can't think of it. Oh, speaking about AI. Speaking about bad guys too, I believe, confirm it in chat for those who have already seen it. Supposedly, at the ending credits, there's a thing about how it says, where it says that y'all, nobody can use their work to train AI, or it'll be a legal issue.
Hell yeah! Why did I hear the Windows thing?
I want to see if anybody in chat actually saw that, because I obviously saw it online. I didn't do enough research to confirm if it's true or not. But if that's true, that's a big swing. That's a DreamWorks. I think it's DreamWorks taking a big swing at AI.
Yeah.
God, I hope they get into some great. Whoops, didn't check the credits.
Quint, you are our man on the ground, or you were our person on the ground. I shouldn't assume genders. You were the one that was supposed to get us the news story. We're gonna have a talk when you get back to the newsroom. I'm kidding, by the way. That's. We're gonna dock your pay, Quint. You should watch the first Bad Guys. It is really good.
Yeah, and from what IGN even reported it, so I'm gonna assume it's real. The Bad Guys 2 credits say that the film should not be used to train AI, and it's a legal issue. So that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a good start. I know it wasn't at Disney or something. We talked about it earlier, but there's a big lawsuit out as well.
You got paid? Well, not anymore. There was a
best manager.
I was gonna say the Bad Guys is another one I want to do, like a video about the music of, because Daniel Pemberton is another composer that's really good. He worked on the Spider-Man Spider-Verse. ones. And the
very good.
The spider girl who wears all white, whose name I can't remember, Gwen. I think her name is Gwen.
Yes.
Her theme is like really fast. It's like a high flute. And if you slow it down, it's the ba 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 ba, like the original Spider-Man theme.
Oh.
And that's so cool to me.
That is awesome.
I love that shit. Heard that on Blue Sky, but didn't watch the movie. That is not a primary source. We can't use that in our reporting on the news tonight.
Meowsha. What is your
Saul Wallace?
What is your opinion of the band AJR?
Oh no, you're gonna hate me.
I got here.
I'm not a big fan of them.
Man, I literally just watched a TikTok. I want to say yesterday, where part of their experience at their concert is they kind of showcase how a certain song was made.
Mm-hmm.
So like, 100 Bad Days started off with like, I forgot what it was. It started off with like something, but instead of taking that sound that they thought was cool, they played it in reverse. And then basically in the entire song, they took inspiration from like a zipper getting zipped up and stuff like that, and they played it in reverse. And then after like a obviously long drawn out process, they came up with what was the base of what, after they prettied it up, became the radio edit version of 100 Bad Days. And I feel like you just talking about that, like I feel like you would love to sit down and just see how they built that. Like,
I think stuff like that is cool. I can recognize like the process of making a song without liking the song itself. Like, I think that's really cool. And because, oh god, there's a composer named Charles Ives, and Charles Ives is my least favorite composer. I'm glad he's dead. That's all I'm gonna say, because he can't hurt our ears anymore. But
he can't hurt you anymore.
He has a piece. It's like American Band Marches or something like that. I don't remember the name of it, but we played it in college. And the entire premise of the piece is two marching bands, like a good distance away from each other, walking towards each other. Natalie knows, walking towards each other. And you're standing like right in the middle. So it's really clashing. The timing is horrible. Everything sounds really off. And I think that's a really cool premise, but god, I hate that piece. So, and I do know that AJR, they do some very unique things compositionally, and they do find inspiration in crazy places, like, you know, a zipper, putting stuff backwards. Like that's really interesting to me. I'm just not a big fan of the final result a lot of the time. I will say Bang will always hit. That's a good one.
It's just rhythmically good and catchy.
Yeah.
I actually, so yeah, I am a fan of AJR. I have always found myself drawn to like unique sounds in music.
That's fair.
To me, they sound good. I understand why some people don't like them.
And that's the
to be fair, though, I'll give credit, is that their singing voices on song are about the same at the concert. So take that as you will.
Like how they sound wise, or
yeah,
I've heard them live, and yeah, they're pretty spot on live. You're right on that.
So you take that as you will. That just means either their top product is just not that good, or but it's because like that's why I really like Glass Animals. Glass Animals also does a lot of unique shit.
Haven't heard much of them.
And god, I could give you. We just need to get high and listen to Glass Animals, man. We need to get high and go to a Glass Animals concert.
We need to get high. There's a band called Sungazer. It's the band that Adam Neely's in. We need to get high and listen to that album. I'm flying.
So
over
we
you.
did let's talk about this week though. So we had the Raid Train from the Baby No Money collab, which was crazy.
That was insane.
The funny ass clip on Tuesday. Then we did our Aussie tribute collab stream on Clone Hero on Wednesday, which was just so much fun to do. I understand you never replied to this, but
I didn't.
On my stream, you could hear me breathing so hard. It was not good. I went and watched the VOD, and I was like, oh no. All you hear is...
Oh no.
But Discord was noise gating it. God, I felt so bad.
So Discord
I'll
wasn't
have to
picking
figure out
up
a different...
breathing, but my stream heard every breath. No. That was like, I watched my cooking stream, and there were a couple of breaths that stream could hear, and they just did not tell me about it. I was like, please. If I ask you guys things, please let me know. Because if I clipped it to my neck, it was too quiet. But if I clipped it to the tongue, chat said it was fine, and I went back and listened to the VOD, and it was a little too loud in my opinion, so I gotta find somewhere else to clip the mic.
Yeah, I think the tongue's not gonna work for me, so I'll have to figure it out too. I'm definitely gonna sit down and do some recording after, like, not after this, but like sometime this weekend, probably. It wasn't that bad for Misha, I assume. I don't know. Wait, were you in my stream? You'll have to clarify which stream you're talking about real quick, Quint. But well.
Speaking of that,
I will say this, and something I'm going to shame all viewers always and constantly. If there is something wrong with a streamer's stream,
please let us
the
know.
Audio issues, please fucking God speak up. There's a way to do it. Don't be like, hey, your audio sucks. Be like, hey, you're a little quiet. Hey, I can't hear the music in the background. Hey, I can hear every fucking breath you take.
I told
Please, I want you to have a good experience, but I can't hear myself. I don't do the audio, what do you call that? You can do it. Monitoring.
Yeah.
I don't do the audio monitoring.
No, because it's delayed and it throws me off when I
guess
myself
some people
talking.
do that, but I can't.
I can't, yeah. God, the oh my god, what was I gonna say? Shit. No, I lost it. You talked too long. I was in the middle of a thought and I lost it. No.
Wait, who's the thought's name?
Misha's wasn't that bad. Oh, yeah. Speaking of telling the streamer, I took off Rascal a couple times during stream because at one point I was pouring boiling water and I was like, I don't want to do this with a fursuit head on. I'm gonna burn myself. And so I accidentally left the mic clipped to Rascal's mouth, and like 20 or so seconds later, I was like, oh shoot, I left this clipped on. Guys, if I ever take the head off and leave the mic somewhere else, just scream like Mike at me in the chat. And like later in the stream it happened again, and I just look at the chat spamming like Michael. Michael. I was like,
that's so good.
I looked and I was like,
that's
Michael.
Funny.
Oh, the mic.
Hey, I have one request. I have a clout request.
What's up?
If you and Papa Mutt do a collab baking stream, I want to be a part of the call.
Maybe.
If you can swing that.
I can try.
Because I want to harass you both while you cook. Because I also watched that motherfucker grill for the first time, and I need to shame him.
Was the grill stream?
I don't think...
He's a man. He should be able to grill.
Oh, you should watch it. Homie just
boy.
throws all the charcoal on one side of the grill, lights it on fire, and just kind of goes, I don't know what to do now. And some of the people in his call are kind of giving him a little bit of advice. And so he's like, okay. Closes the lid. Somebody alerts to him that the lid of the grill has a vent on it. He opens that. Opens it back up and thinks, okay, I think it's hot enough. We can start cooking stuff. Doesn't spread out the charcoal. And then puts all of the meat on the other side away from the charcoal because he's afraid he's going to burn stuff.
That's good for like smoking things, but if you want to cook things, you got to do it above the charcoals.
He did it so backwards. It's so funny.
God.
You could do it worse. You could absolutely do it worse. But it was pretty painful to watch because here's the thing. I'm not great at charcoal grilling myself because I don't do it enough. But I've also seen somebody grill over charcoal once in my life. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus. You're telling me this man's never seen somebody charcoal grill once in his life? Oh. God, I hope it was a bit. God, I hope it was a bit. Which is also why I made the comment, you need to freaking teach this man how to cook, because he struggles.
I did. I replied to you. and I tagged him,
I
and I was
saw
like,
that.
"Hey, cooking stream win."
Even if I don't get a part of that, I will watch it because I just want to see the chaos. It's got to be something like it's got to be something fucking ridiculously complicated, like a souffle or something, so that like you have a
Oh my
chance of
God.
succeeding, and Papa's just gonna fucking butcher it.
Do we trust him with fire? I'm thinking of a creme brulee. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
I think. Well, I was thinking like you could do a creme brulee too, but I feel like that's just not complicated enough.
If I cook a creme brulee, that's an excuse for me to buy a torch.
True.
I
Then
remember.
you can do crack and meth. I mean, what?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, that's on the agenda anyway, but you know, I'm joking.
Yeah, I don't know how that whole crown thing works. I think goes by top chatter.
You guys are just kind of sitting in a circle and passing the crown around. I don't really get it either. They introduced it like 2 weeks ago. Top
I have
fans,
zero
I guess.
EXP this year.
I don't know. Congrats, Carnelian. You're a top, I guess. Congrats. You've done it.
Hell yeah.
Natalie was a top earlier.
Sorbet.
Landon was the third top. Grey Old Fox was the second top. I think it's just how much you chat, question mark?
I didn't do fettuccine, but I did make chicken alfredo the other night. I have when I say I made it, I still have plenty of leftovers from last night.
Honestly, noodles make such good leftovers, so that's good to have.
God, it's so easy to prep. Can I hurt your soul really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think it was yesterday. I think it was last week. I was talking to my friend Aoki, and
Aoki.
Yeah. They hurt my soul because they're like, hey, you know, poppy fur, right? Like, yeah, that whole term and things.
Oh no.
So, hey Misha, how do you feel about influence fur?
Influence fur?
Influence fur. The influencer.
I don't hate it, but I also don't like it.
It hurts. It hurts my soul.
It's a little cute, but I don't think I want to use it.
Oh my god, are you an influence fur?
You're an influence fur.
Chat.
Put
What's
H.
your opinion?
Put the letter H in chat right now. I'm using my
yes, press
influence.
letter H and then talk about your opinion about that.
I'm using my influence. Watch.
What game should I play? I have like I'm gonna stream after this at some point. Influence for I hardly knew her.
Inferencer? That kind of feels more like inference. That feels like
I'm
wrong
inferring.
Word,
Yeah.
look at that. Look at my influence.
H is in chat for what purpose?
-2. Quaddle's a free thing.
You got a -2. Quaddle definitely. I feel like there's some love in here for influence for, I guess.
It's not.
I did tell them to make it a t-shirt.
Make it a t-shirt. I saw a t-shirt. There's a account that like makes terrible t-shirts every day. And they had one that said, "I'm awake, bad news for mashed potatoes," and I want that shirt so bad, dude.
I need to swap that to mac and cheese, dude. I love my mac and cheese.
Such a good one, yeah.
I mean, I have a freaking friend piece of art where it's like cutesy little chibi version of me with super gooey cheese mac and cheese behind me, and like a fucking TikTok or Instagram filter of like it's brighter and there's like hearts and shinies. You can tell I'm in love. But so yeah, I'm supposed to stream after this. I don't even know what I want to play. I didn't get or talk to anybody about doing Mage Arena, which will be fun. I think we should plan something for next week or figure something out.
I'm so down.
Next week's gonna be interesting though because y'all gonna be gone Friday,
Thursday and Friday,
Thursday and Friday, and it's the last week of Papa Barks.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed about that, but this was the best weekend to do what we're doing.
So yeah, if I see him, I'll lose my shit. If we start it here at this podcast, let's go. start the influence for.
I should add it. Hold on, I'm adding that to my hashtags on Twitch. Oh, I can't from this screen. Hashtag influence.
Oh, that's really fucking funny. Do I have to do that now?
I already have Poppyfur as a hashtag when I stream.
Are you not a freaking popular, or are you? You see, we need to be a partner. And we could just make the Twitch team influence for.
God, do we though?
Oh, I would absolutely. Well, no, well, you know, I don't know if I would really want to run a Twitch team, so I probably would, because it would absolutely not be for real. For real, it'd be like very jokingly.
Yeah. I'm never sure about like Twitch teams. The only one I'm on is the Papa Barks one, but that's just because, you know, I love doing Papa Barks. And
I have my own opinion on almost every other furry team out there, and there's a reason why I haven't applied to any of them.
I'm curious about it, but I also like, in a selfish sort of manner, what do I get from joining a team? You know?
Well, technically you are supposed to have more of a collab community and hang out and chill kind of thing. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a part of, what was it? It was Wild Abandoned, which Diffuse Moose ran for years.
Oh yeah.
But then obviously things kind of went sideways. Definitely comes in problem. There's problematic things that happen, and I think the only team I'd really want to be a part of other than Papa Barks is if I made my own and I was able to vet kind of the people.
That's kind
have a little bit more control over it personally.
Think of the cloud.
No true shade against any of the teams out there, but
shade them, get their ass.
There's handfuls of people on each team that I don't want to associate with personally. So
that's fair,
and that's my own personal beef.
There
so
you
that's my own thing. I keep with my people, like Misha.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say.
But I was doing something and then my brain broke.
Uh-oh.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, you want to talk about fucking streaming and it broke my brain. I'm not talking about not saying something to give them views. But remember our lovely friend Peace Wolf.
Oh yeah, they like rebranded or some shit, right?
They rebranded, and I'm almost certain they're doing pretty successful because I've had them come across my TikTok a bunch, and I had a very sneaking suspicion because I don't know their voice, but their color pattern on several of their, because they have a ton of avatars that they swap through and stuff, and that's what kind of makes them unique. Very unfortunately, the clips I've seen, they seem to be quite fucking like entertaining. I just know them in their past, so it's like no.
I'll make it.
But I actually, I always had this. I had this really strong like feeling it was them, but it wasn't Peace Wolf branded. And then I went and clicked into their profile, went into their like link card or whatever the hell, and found it, and one of their banners had Peace Wolf on it. I'm like, that's you, bitch. That's you. But I can fix them, Misha.
No. You don't want to. You gotta make a mean plate of chocolate chip cookies in order to do that, though. Can you make chocolate chip cookies, Solace?
Huh? Yeah.
Can you make?
I've made it before.
Oh, okay. Are they good?
Made one. The last batch I made. I mean, it's been a long fucking time, but it'd be like, oh god, yeah, it was like 2019.
Okay, let's say hypothetically you made these cookies and you had to like sit on your knees outside of a bedroom for like, I'm gonna stop talking because I don't want Argo's group to hear what I'm saying. Let's say that hypothetically you had to like squat on your knees outside of a bedroom for like 2 minutes. Would the cookies still be gooey? I did. That's the joke I'm making. That's the joke I'm making. Would the cookies I made were
incredibly soft and buttery.
Oh, you might be
very good. And that's why I would not be in that situation, because whoever ate those cookies would have me in bed. Yeah, like they say, the best way to get to somebody's heart's through their stomach.
True.
My cookies would get me laid. Man, I should maybe that's why it's been 6 years.
If there's a whiteboard in the room. Yeah. Dude, there was a tally mark of how many times. It's
auctioned.
Crazy, dude.
Got auctioned off, didn't it?
Did it get auctioned off? That's crazy. I think it did, actually, yeah. I think I remember seeing something about that.
I will say, if like 5 years from now I find out that Peace Wolf somehow has gotten out of that situation and is like fucking leftist in like a vibe, I'm not gonna say I didn't see it coming, but damn, that would be quite the coolest redemption arc. Because I'm always down to see people like change. Like I said, I was never that far gone, but like I was not a great person prior to 2018. We've had these conversations. So seeing a redemption arc, like I'll never trust them, but it would be cool to see. I would much rather have somebody become better than not.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Unfortunately,
because
as soon as I confirmed that, I blocked their ass on everything.
Yup.
So, speaking about ruining careers, unless you have something else to follow that up with.
I don't believe so. This might have to be our last topic, because
probably.
Yeah.
Haven't talked about it on this podcast yet. I don't know if anybody's really paid too much attention to it. How crazy has it been watching Pirate Software shit the bed so bad?
Holy shit, I was thinking about that the other day. We haven't talked about that. And that's been crazy.
God.
Did you see?
Holy shit. Can you not just put your ego aside for one goddamn moment and save your career?
Yeah, if you don't know, Pirate Software is the guy who always talks in a deep voice near the microphone and always seems to have something to say about coding. Did you know that I worked at Blizzard Entertainment? My dad also worked at Blizzard.
Was a founder of Blizzard Entertainment.
Was a founder of Blizzard, yeah. And
well, he wouldn't tone it like that. He would just say, "Oh, my dad worked at Blizzard," but he was like one of like 4 or 5. Yeah, he was like one of the top people. Like,
yeah, which is fine. Honestly, if I worked at Blizzard, I would brag the shit out of it. But
that's
like,
why
he also said
later,
at
one point,
"Can I finish a sentence, Mr. Wall?" Please. Later on, he was like, "I don't talk about working at Blizzard that much," and it was like, "Buddy,
yep,
yes, you do."
No, I always found it endearing because he was trying to talk about these experiences, especially since we know Activision Blizzard has a incredibly toxic workplace environment, especially for women. To see him shit on all of that was really, really, really like cool, and he seemed to be very. He had a really good like motto of like, and honestly like advice to like up and coming people who wanted to make games, or like people that are aspiring game devs or wanted to learn coding, and like he seemed really like genuine. And then that mask, honestly it wasn't a mask, it just finally took a moment to prove the kind of person he really was, which is he doesn't take criticism at all. He will always be right, he will always be wrong, he will always know more than you, and he will never not think that. Even when talking to the fucking Twitch psychologist or psychiatrist, where the fuck he is.
Oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it?
That's a whole ass thing to watch. It's almost frustrating. It's rough.
I do want to say Quaddle, because Quaddle brings up the cheating in Outer Wilds. Have you heard about that?
Yes. So I mean, I've watched a lot on it. Personally, I don't care as much about that. It's more about the response after. Because the exact thing that he had to cheat to figure out, I did in fact have a friend give me a hint, which helped. It was a pretty vague hint, but it did jumpstart my brain to then realize it was a timing thing.
Yeah,
and that helped me get there. It was the concept of like, as soon as he got kind of called out for it, he was like, "The fuck you talking about?" And again, it was like, dude, it's so obvious now that you can see and look into it. Like, shut the fuck up. You absolutely looked into it.
Yeah, it's because one of the things that basically, if you don't know, without spoiling Outer Wilds, he would get to a certain point, he would get stuck, and he would look at his phone, and then all of a sudden look up and be like, "Wait a minute, if I do this," and then he would get the puzzle. Because one of the things that he got stuck on, he basically did the exact same thing I did, except for looking at the phone, obviously, which was the Tower of Redacted, where you have to redact it in order to keep the redacted in the redacted, you know? Solace knows, right? Because I think you were there when I discovered it, where the thing happened, and I was back at the beginning, and during the, like, because it flashes back what you did, during that I was like, wait, wait a minute, I do understand what's going on. And I went back and basically went back and immediately figured it out, just like he did. So if it happened once, that'd be fine. It was just the fact that it happened a few times, and then he was like kind of trying to take credit for figuring it out, and it's like, okay, but obviously that's the least controversial thing out of all of this. The big thing was the
I would say it's the biggest thing, because the first ego strike was the WoW wipe.
Yes.
Which happened, I think, late last year. Early this year. It was not. It's been a minute. This has been falling apart for a while now.
Yeah.
Right now he's in possibly legal trouble because they're trying to say he inflated the hype train, or the Giga train, he called it. So
hi Max.
One time last year or the year before, he broke the hype train record level.
Yes.
And then Vidal, which does I will say Neurosama is really fucking cool, and I'm still like waiting to see where that goes, because like once that bitch gets in the end, so we may need to run. But if you don't know, it's like Neurosama and Vidal, Vedal, look it up. It's funny. It's interesting. It's definitely, I look at it definitely super interesting, because it's AI, but it's like trying to be real AI, like thinking for itself AI.
That's kind of dangerous. I feel like we have a few movies about why that's a bad idea.
It is very interesting. Hi,
Mexby Eyebolt here. They started their video like that. I'm so happy.
Oh, it's fine. But they broke that at one point. And so Pirate Software was like, I'm gonna turn around and try and take it back, and half of the proceeds are gonna go to my mods or something like that. So it was like, hey, we're gonna do this big Giga Train. We're gonna try and go for the record. It's gonna be like, it's also like a streamathon where you just don't stop until the train stops.
Yeah.
And I forgot what it was. He does text to speech that goes through a Discord queue, where he has a cool program where if he doesn't play all your TTS in one stream, he then marks all the ones he didn't do as something owed, and instead of refunding it, it goes into debt, but that debt gets paid out to like charity or something, right?
Yes.
So it's like, another really good initiative. Really seems like a cool really idea. Good guy.
Yeah.
Somebody put like a wild TTS calling him daddy or something like that. I think it was something weird. And so he whipped up this Discord. Unfortunately, it happened to be on the same page, or open to the DM with one of his like moderators. And the moderator is basically talking about how, or when they should be gifting bits or sending subs, which is the better return, because if you obviously, even as like me and Nisha, if we gift 100 subs to our stream, we do get a payout from that. It's just going to be less. You're only going to get like 80% of it back. And there's rules in Twitch about artificially inflating your sub numbers and bits and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So people are wondering if they
did that. Yeah, that is something to mention. Is this is speculative.
Well, no, this is pretty confirmed.
There's no concrete, like, it's not 100% confirmed. It is looking pretty bad, don't get me wrong, but as far as I know,
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess you can't call it, but I mean, we got the DM, we've seen it.
yeah.
But that's just one thing of everything. He's losing 10,000, like every single day he's losing a ton of subscribers.
It's crazy, because all he had to do was be like, oh, my bad about how I acted during the WoW raid, or go, oh, I misunderstood this initiative, my bad, and it wouldn't. It's like the Illuminati stuff all over again. This wouldn't have all snowballed into what it is today.
Nobody would have gave a single fuff, and nobody would have went back and looked at the Outer Wilds videos. They wouldn't have, because a lot of these controversies have come out. Also, the Stop Killing Games thing's a really big thing too, which fuck him on that. He's such a jackass for that. He's honestly, he's a pompous ass at this point.
Yeah.
But all that comes down to him, just like, had he just had a little bit of humble in his body.
Yeah. Because, like,
homie could have easy.
I get it. Admitting you did something wrong, or admitting you're wrong, sucks. I'm also in agreement, Max. First of all, 10 and 2 on the wheel, bud. You said you were driving. Second of all, for each sub, you get about half. So subs are about $4.99. I see about a little under $2.50 each sub. Why did it duplicate my message? I don't know.
I don't know. That's probably why you should be 10 and 2.
That is my big problem with Mitosis. I worry because he does a lot of work with the ferrets, you know, and that foundation. I hope that turns out okay and that doesn't suffer too much from this.
So, I have two things to talk about this. I pulled up his social blade just because I'm kind of intrigued. I mean, his YouTube still has 2.2 million subscribers, okay?
Yeah.
He still nets. On Thursday, he only got 100,000 views, but, like, today he's already got 300,000 views on his YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Which they're estimating on the lowest end, he makes 3,000 a month. He up to 52,000 from his YouTube every single month. That's just YouTube. That's not Twitch. If I look at Twitch, which is also just a whole nother way to make money, because a lot of Twitch stuff comes from donations, direct donations. It's not even subs and stuff.
Yeah.
He has lost a lot of followers, but he's still over 1 million. He has a daily average of losing about 3,500 in just this last week, or since the 19th. And so last 2 weeks, he's lost 37K. It's not good. It's obviously not good.
Yeah.
Wait, is that followers? Is that total amount? Oh yeah, monthly gained. He's lost. So it's not good. But the big thing to understand here is I don't think this is gonna screw his ferret rescue, but also really incredibly important here. Check your fucking ego at the door.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of mentioned, well, hey, you're not just impacting me here, you're impacting my ventures, which happens to be a ferret rescue too. You don't get to hide behind that.
Yeah, you can't use that as a scapegoat, unfortunately.
If you're a shitty CEO and you do shitty things, your whole company deserves to suffer. Unfortunately, that does affect all of the people employed, but
yeah,
we're not going to absolve you just because of that either. And this is why I'm upset about him the most personally. I could care if he's a pompous ass. He's aware that, and he, by setting up the ferret rescue, he was a part of Ludwig and the others, like offline games or whatever it was that makes Rivals.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He was a part of Rivals, or the game company that produced those, or like published them or whatever.
Yeah, because he worked with Ludwig.
Yes. So, he actually stepped away from it, which was a good thing. But that's the whole thing, is like when you put yourself in a position of power, when you set all these things up, you understand what your responsibility is, right? There's a reason why that astronomer CEO resigned like 2 days after it all went down. The whole Coldplay thing went down.
So yeah, Pirate Software could have handled this better. Like, let's say hypothetically he was at a cold lake. Anyways,
if you know that you are the driving force for these funds, which you are, and you use these funds to do these and back these ventures that are people's livelihoods, you are responsible for those livelihoods. So when you get called out, check your ego at the door and just apologize. I don't give a see, this is PR Stallis Wolf talking again. I'd rather him just be a good person. But
yeah, bare minimum.
PR Stallis is, you shut the fuck up. You apologize. You don't double down, triple down, quadruple down, and start ratting on people or dogging on the other smaller creators during the WoW fiasco. You don't go out there and like have the worst interview with a psychiatrist on Twitch. Like, you don't do these things that puts all of this in jeopardy. It's all ego based. It's all ego based. He's choosing this shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure his rescue's not accredited. I don't know what that means. I mean, if you mean by like an official like 501 like charity organization, like tax exempt, if you think it's more like
of a person, organization, or course of study officially recognized or authorized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't think it's so. I'm wondering if he's like, is it quote unquote a true rescue? Which would follow, you'd have to follow certain guidelines. Like you would have to have certain like the facilities would have to be up to certain codes. The people working there would have to have certain like accreditations themselves, like degrees and stuff. Whereas is he just somebody who put together a facility, hired a bunch of people that have worked with exotic animals and or ferrets specifically, and then just housed a bunch of like mistreated ferrets, which you could still do, but
yeah.
So
that is one of the most heartbreaking things. We're not gonna have the little pixelated ferrets on the bottom of the screen anymore. They were so cute. I love them so much. Anyway,
and that's the thing is, I obviously, when I thought about all of this, yes, we gotta tighten it up. I know.
Yeah. I think.
But to finish off on that, to tighten that up, when I first heard about all this stuff and I saw stuff falling apart, my first thought was like, I do hope that ferret rescue isn't going to like lose out of this. Yeah. And I don't think he's done anything like awful enough to where, because there's a lot of people, you have to understand the general consumer doesn't give a fuck about any of this stuff. They just want to see haha funny. Which is why terrible people, much worse than Pirate Software, get away with still existing on platforms. But yeah, actually I forgot to say, hey, Conarlian Fox, hi. Forgot to call out that you came in at some point. I'm sorry. But when all in all, I think the budgets might have to be tapped up a little bit. I don't think people are ever going to respect him how he was respected and revered as. But I don't think this is the end of Pirate Software, because a lot of the videos coming out right now is like the end of Pirate Software's career. It's not the end. It's far from it. So far from it. Did he shoot himself in the foot or blow off his like leg? Kinda.
Oh, absolutely. But
is it the end? Nah. He will rebound eventually. People have really bad I want to call it memory, but attention spans for this kind of shit.
Yeah.
The problem is he's constantly been getting caught up and saying stupid shit for like the last 7-8 months now. So it's like, just focus, finish your game. Finish your game. Let's just talk about how Peak was built in a month and you're still working on Heartbound, which is more or less built off of a fucking like RPG editor. There's more to it than that, but finish your game.
And that little otter that shows up would be adorable as plushies. That's my boyfriend.
No, I'm your boyfriend now. Don't you know?
Bam, there he is.
You wanna make that the closing statement?
You
The
guys wanna see
silly
him do a
little thing
flip?
that.
Oh shit! don't give me that.
Yo,
No, no,
let's
no.
do a flip.
Hold on.
No, I was gonna say about
fuck
the
is this?
comment. By the
Oh,
way,
this is
about
Ruby.
the
Hold
comment
on.
that you received.
Oh, yeah, sure we can talk about that. So I
Oh.
posted the TikTok. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it's up to you if
Oh.
you have reservations.
We gotta like lightning round it, like 2 minutes.
Yeah, no, just go. I'm gonna let you just say what happened, basically.
Okay, so I posted the TikTok of us doing the TCG card shop, and in it, Solace says "Love you, boo" or "Love you, love you, babe." That's what he
Love
says.
you, babe.
And somebody in my comments was like, "Babe, does that mean Solace is your boo?" That's where I got boo, because he called you my boo. And I was like, no. I was like, no, we're just good friends. And the guy replied, and he's like, so I still have a chance. Side-eye emoji, or like the smirking emoji. And it's like, maybe go talk to him about it, not me. I
took that as
found it funny.
the chances for you, not me.
Did you? Because he mentioned you by name.
Yeah, I took it as he still had a chance with you. Which I was like, oh, I didn't think it was about me. Oh no.
I thought that's why, because
No, I said that about you. I thought he was.
Oh, that's why I said that to you.
All about you. I thought it was about you. I thought the homie was like hitting on you. And I'm like, how do you not know he's with Argo?
He might have been. I actually don't mention it super often on my TikTok, now that I think about it.
Oh my god.
But yeah, we gotta wrap up.
All right, wrap it.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. TGIF. Hopefully you have a great weekend. And we will see you next week. Bye.